Okay. Anyway, so thanks for tuning to Excel Island and welcome back to the channel if you're a new an existing subscriber, and welcome if you're a new subscriber. My name is Abatan Sheriffdeen and welcome back to my live stream. And this is day 78 of the out of the 100 days of trying to learn and master the SQL language, which is SQL. So I've been doing that consistently while taking some break also, because I realized that after learning consistently for the almost 59 days, every day I was showing up consistently without missing a day for day 59. Then my laptop developed faults, I had burnout, so I decided to start doing the remainders of the journey, little by little, also taking breaks in between. So sometimes my gadget developed faults, so I had to fix it finally. And I'm trying to get a new gadget also, so I won't be having issues with consistency in my live stream or uploading content on the channel. So, well, this is what I still have to work with, so I guess I have to manage it pending that time. So welcome back to the channel. Today is day 79. So I've been learning the data analyst in SQL. So I'm currently on the career track data analyst in SQL on the Datacamp platform. So I'm almost close to the end, even though I'm pretty close to the end of this career tracks. I just need to make sure I finish it. I finished what I already started. Yes, now I have to make sure I finish this career track already. While waiting for that to come up, it is coming up really quick. You can see I'm almost through with it. Like, it's so amazing. I couldn't believe I could sit down, be consistent with the career track. So this is the data analyst in SQL career track, and I am 85% throughout the career track. The goal is to start the data analyst in Power BI career track, and hopefully before I start it, I'll have gotten a good gadget, a good computer that will make this learning journey smooth without any issue. Hopefully, working towards that already. So if I go back to my data analyst in SQL career track, this career track contains 11 courses. Oh, I click on continue. I was supposed to click on. I wanted to show you what the career track looks like. It contains 11 courses, and each course is broken down into 4 chapters each. So you can see, so this is Introduction to SQL, Intermediate SQL. So I've completed most of the contents, but of course you need to practice and practice more. So after the end of the whole course, you can see I'm on the 10th course, then we have the 11th course, then the project. I have a project to prove and implement everything I've learned so far, and statement of accomplishment. Also, Datacamp has a certification, which is the Datacamp certification also. I'll also be taking that after completing the career track. Also, I'll be starting the Power BI career track also. So do make sure to subscribe right now and put on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever I go live. Let's continue from understanding data visualization, which is next in this career track. Just 1 hour to go. So before I continue, so I'm a top rated plus freelancer on the Upwork platform. So I've had major success on the platform for the past year that I've been freelancing, and that is due to the influence of a coach. So I have a coach who has been coaching me, mentoring me on all to do, what to do, what not to do about the freelancing space. And I think that has contributed to majorly to my success so far on the freelancing space and the tech world in general. And he has a course currently on called the Freelance Client Magnet course. I'll leave a link to the course under the YouTube description. Do make sure to check out the course and purchase the course to support the channel. I'll also see you. If you're a freelancer, you need to get that course really quick before the price goes up. So I'll see you in the Freelancing Client Magnet course. So let's continue from where I stopped in the last live stream. So let's finish this chapter. So I'm almost through with this chapter. This is chapter 2, understanding data visualization. And so they'll move to chapter 3, then chapter 4.
Bar plots are a close relative of box plots. They're usually used when you want counts or percentages of a categorical variable. Though less common, it's possible to calculate a different number for each category. An important constraint is that the value 0 should be important in some way, since the bars extend to 0. In 1998, the pop band Bros asked the question, "When will I be famous?" Let's use data science to find out. Let's take a look at a data set of the world's most famous athletes from 2017, as judged by ESPN, a US TV channel. The athletes were ranked according to things like how many social media followers they have, how much money they make from endorsing products, and internet search popularity. Here's a bar plot of the number of athletes on the list from each country. The categories, that is, the countries, are on the y-axis, and the x-axis shows the counts. It's possible to swap the axes to show categories on the x-axis and counts on the y-axis. That makes the countries harder to read because you have to tilt your head to read the vertical writing, so horizontal bars are preferable here.
That's true.
Usually you'll want to sort the bars by the count. This makes it easier to see that, for example, Spain and India are tied for 5th place, with 4 athletes each. Here's a dataset from the Health Survey for England in 2018. The survey asks many health-related questions, and this particular dataset focuses on a question about how many portions of fruit and vegetables children eat per day. We have 2 categorical variables, the number of portions eaten and the year. The metric is a percentage rather than a count. Since the percentages of children for each year always add up to 100%, it's helpful to stack the bars on top of each other. In 2001, for example, you can see that the bottom 2 blocks reach 25%, meaning that 25% of children ate at least 4 pieces of fruit and veg per day in that year. In 2003, the UK government started a campaign to encourage people to eat 5 portions of fruit and veggies per day. Look at the bottom blocks and notice that the percentage of children eating 5 portions increased each year from 2003 to 2006 and stayed roughly constant until 2014. Similarly, the pale blocks at the top of the plot show that the percentage of children eating 0 portions per day decreased from 2003 to 2006, then stayed constant. It looks like the campaign was a success. Let's consider the relationship between box plots and bar plots. Here are the box plots of the age that English and British monarchs started ruling, split by royal house. Bar plot of counts by house has a similar form. The categories are on the y-axis, and the x-axis is numeric. The difference is that the box plot is designed to answer questions about the spread of a variable, and the bar plot is designed to answer questions about a single metric relative to 0, in this case, count. As mentioned earlier, count is not the only metric you could show on a bar plot. Here, the mean age at the start of rule is shown instead. It's a perfectly valid plot, but since it only shows 1 value per bar, it feels less exciting than the box plot on the left. Time to begin bar plotting.
Okay, let's see. Let's interpret bar plots. It says interpreting bar plots. So bar plots are a great way to see count of each country in a categorical variable. The ESPN Top 100 Famous Athlete dataset has 2 categorical variables, country and sports. Explore the plot and determine which statement is false. Germany had the 3rd most famous athletes. Germany. This is Germany. Let's see sports. Look at it by sports. If you look at it by, this by country, sports, Athletes. This by sport. This by country. We see sport and country. That will be kind of rough. US basketball, US and football, Germany and soccer. Okay, let's look at it by country then. It says Germany are the third most famous. That's true. But Germany is in the third position here. Definitely. That's true. The 5 sports had more than 5 famous athletes. 5 sports had more than 5 famous. Let's look at the sports. The 5 sports had more than 5 most famous. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 2. This is 2. So it says soccer players from the US had more famous athletes than any other country's sports combination. Soccer player from the US had more famous athletes. So we have to combine the country and sport here. Soccer is football. Okay, this is soccer. There's football in the US, basketball in the US. Let's see soccer in the US. I can't see any combination of US and soccer here. US and swimming, US. Okay, this is soccer here. US and soccer. It says soccer players from the US had more famous athletes than any other country / sports combination. That's false. You can see even US and soccer here. They're almost the same thing with other countries. So that's false. So there were more famous crickets on the list than famous French athletes. There were more famous cricketers. Let's look for the cricket sports on the list than famous French athletes. Let's look at sports. Let's look at the cricket here. Cricket is like 4 or 5 here. Let's go up to the middle. 4. That's cricket. Then there were more famous cricketers on the list than famous French. Okay, let's look at country. French. That's false because French, you can see here, is almost like 4 too. It's not up to the half. It's not up to the, this 10 here. I mean, this is 5 here. Mark of 5. So France here had what? Probably mark of 3, 2. It's probably 2 or 3. Not up to even 4. When you look at cricketers, you look at the combo by sports. Cricket also is close to 4 or 5. Is that this or this? Let's go for this first. That's correct. So that is false. Exactly. That's interesting. So interpreting stack bar plots. That's like 100% stacked plots. So if you care about percentages rather than count, then stack bar plots are often a good choice of plots. The data set for this exercise relates to another question from the health survey for England. Adults aged 65 or more were asked how many activities of daily living, day-to-day tasks they needed assistance with. Type show plots in the Datacamp console. Okay, type show plots in the Datacamp console. Okay, let's copy it. This is an instruction. Okay, type show plot in the Datacamp console and press enter to see the plot. It's interactive. Hover your mouse over the bars to see the percentage for that block. Which statement is true? So we can see the percentage here. You can see age group 65 to 69. Percentage of people that is 79% or 80%. Still 0. Oh, okay. Okay. There's blue here. Okay. So less than half of the women aged 80 plus needed assistance for 2 or more activities. Less than half of the women aged 80 plus. How do we know that? That their age, this is percentage of people. This is their age range. Okay, 80 plus. This is 80 plus, eh? Number of activities where assistance is needed. Dark means 0 assistance. Green means 1 assistance. Yellow means 2 plus assistance. It now says less than half of the women age 80 plus, this is 80 plus, needed assistance for 2 or more activities. That's first. Percentage is 14. Percentage is 54. Less than half. This is not 2, so this is false. So the age group with the smallest percentage of people needing assistance for exactly 1 activity was men aged 75 to 79. Men aged 75 to 79. You see, the group with the smallest percentage of people needing assistance was men age. That's false. I see the yellow here. All these people, they need assistance with 2 or more activities, while these need assistance with smallest percentage. I see this is like 4%, then 90%. Like 23%. Look at this one here. 6%, 11%. That is false. You can see even this one is higher. This one is higher, while this one is lower. This is the smallest here. So the group with the largest percentage of people needing no assistance was men aged 70 to 75. The group with the largest percentage of people needing no assistance. That's almost 2. Let's look at no assistance there. Ooh, this is close. If I look at it, that's 2 though. If you look at the no assist here, is more larger here. I think that's 2. Yeah, that's it 2. Because I don't even need to look at the last option. So data plots. That's how you interpret a bar plot. Interesting. Let's finish this section.
Let's look at dot plots, a close relative of bar plots. Dot plots work in the same situations as bar plots, but have 2 advantages. You can use a logarithmic scale with them, and you can plot multiple metrics with them. Here's a data set on the stars nearest to Earth. The distance from Earth is measured in light years, and the mass is measured in solar masses, that is, multiples of the mass of the Sun. Here's a bar plot of the star masses, ordered from nearest star at the top to furthest star at the bottom. There's a huge range in bar from the stars nearest. You can use a logarithmic scale with them, and you can plot multiple metrics with them. Here's a data set on the stars nearest to Earth. The distance from Earth is measured in light years, and the mass is measured in solar masses, that is, multiples of the mass of the Sun. Here's a bar plot of the star masses, ordered from nearest star at the top to furthest star at the bottom. There's a huge range in bar lengths, and some of the bars are barely visible. This would look better on a logarithmic scale. Unfortunately, the logarithm of 0 is minus infinity, and bars in a bar plot must always begin at 0. That means that a logarithmic scale isn't possible for a bar plot. The workaround is to display a point instead. This is called a dot plot. Here the scale is linear, so you can see that each point lies where the top of the bar would have been. Using a logarithmic scale helps to answer questions about how many times heavier one star is compared to another. As with bar plots, the order of the rows matters. By sorting rows from heaviest star to lightest, it's easier to answer questions about which is the heaviest or lightest star nearest to Earth. Let's get dotty.
Data plot. This is my first time learning about data plots. Interpreting dot plots. Oh, dot plot, not data plots. So dot plots are similar to bar plots in that they show a numeric metric for each category of a categorical variable. They have two advantages over bar plots. You can use a log scale for the metric, and you can display more than one metric per category. So here is a dot plot of the social media following of ESPN 2017 top 100 famous athletes with one new row per athlete. 3 metrics are shown for each athlete: the number of followers on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Only the athletes for basketball, cricket, soccer, and tennis who had accounts on each platform were shown. Rows are sorted alphabetically for each sport. Okay. It now said, based on the plots, which statement about the athlete's social media following is true? You can see the social media for Facebook, the dot is like red, light red, Instagram is green, and Twitter is blue. Okay. Stephen Curry from USA, Russell Westbrook from USA, LeBron James, India, Sweden, and so on. Basketball, Russia Westbrook has more Instagram followers than Carmelo Anthony. Russia Westbrook. Let's go to Russia. We are going to Russia. There's no Russia here. That is pretty hard to see. This basketball, cricket, soccer, tennis. Okay. It says Russia Westbrook. Oh, okay, Russell. Sorry, Russell Westbrook. I'm looking for Russell. Who is that? I have to look at each name. That's not fair. Following is 4. I'm looking for 4 statements. False. Russell is not here. Oh, look at him here. Wow, imagine. So Russell Westbrook from USA has more followers than Carmelo Anthony. Where's Carmelo Anthony? So this Carmelo Anthony, I won't be surprised they are from the same place. Instagram follower. Instagram is green, right? So we compare the Instagram followers. Instagram green, yeah. Then Carmelo Anthony Instagram is also here. You can see. Is this true? Do we say the further the dots, the more followers each of them has? 0.11, 10, 100 logarithmic scales. Okay, that should be true. So that's true though. If I'm looking for a false statement, you can see Westbrook here. This is Instagram followers, close to 10 mark. Then Carmelo Anthony Instagram followers is here. That should be true. Crickets. Okay, I'm looking at cricket. Oh, basketball. I was also got to basketball here, but that's to see that easily. I didn't read that well, so I need to pay more attention. So crickets. Going to cricket. This cricket here. Okay. So Virat Kohli has more followers on Facebook than other platforms. Ooh, has more followers. Where is Virat? This is Virat here from India. Has more followers on Facebook than other platforms. So definitely, maybe it's probably his followers. This is Facebook followers. Probably he doesn't even have any followers on Instagram, on Twitter. His Facebook followers should be orange. Let's see Virat. He has orange dots. You can see this is orange dots, eh? That's true. And he doesn't have Instagram accounts. That's true. So soccer. Let's go to soccer. Soccer is there. Let's go to CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo has more Twitter followers than Marcelo Vieira. Cristiano Ronaldo. So let's see Ronaldo. So where is Ronaldo? Oh, this CR7 here. CR7 has more Instagram followers, more Twitter followers. Twitter blue. Ronaldo Twitter followers blue than, let's see, than who? Marcelo Vieira. Where is Vieira? I need to look to also to get Vieira out. This Vieira here. Vieira. Ronaldo. This Vieira Twitter followers here. And see Ronaldo's followers here. That should be false. Let's give that a shot. That should be false. So that's our answer. Quite easy. I didn't even check the last option. Definitely the last option will be true then. So sorting dot plots. So as with box plots and bar plots, how you order the rows in the dot plot affect the kind of question that are easy to answer. Here you can see the Big Mac index, the price of McDonald's Big Mac in various countries around the world in January 2020. The actual price is the price converted to US dollars. The GDP adjusted price has an additional correction for the gross domestic product of a country. So roughly, if people earn less in a country, it will cost more using the adjusted price. So by default, the rows in the dot plot are ordered alphabetically. This makes it really easy to look up the price for a specific country. So by default, the rows in the dot plot are ordered alphabetically. This makes it really easy to look up the price for a specific country, but difficult to answer questions about where the most expensive or least expensive Big Macs can be found. Or by sorting the rows by price, those questions are easier to answer. So which statement is true? Data source, the economist. Now let's see. Ukraine has the 5th most expensive Big Mac by actual price. This is the actual price, sorted by actual price. Let's see. It says by default, the rows dots are ordered alphabetically. This makes it really easy to look up the price for a specific country. Use the actual price. We have GDP adjusted price. Okay. Ukraine, it says Ukraine has the 5th most expensive Big Mac by actual price. Ukraine, let's see. I have to look through for Ukraine. Price of Big Mac in USD. GDP adjusted actual price. So the adjusted price is this orange dot. The actual price is this blue dot. So let's look for Ukraine. This is Ukraine here. Okay, it has the 5th most expensive Big Mac by actual price. 5th most expensive. And yeah, that's false. Others are way far beyond. That's false. It says 2 countries have Big Macs that costs over 100 USD after adjusting for GDP. You see 2 countries above 100. That's 2. You can see 2 countries there. That is Chile and Nicaragua. Which country is this? Yeah, Nicaragua. I've heard of that country before though. You can see 2 countries have a GDP price above 100 mark. That's 2. That's 2. I'm looking for the 2 statements. Let's see. After adjusting for GDP, South Africa has the cheapest Big Macs. GDP adjusted price. Yeah, 2 countries also. You see from if I use the choose variable to sort on, 2 countries are way below above the 100 mark, $100 mark. That's 2. So after adjusting for GDP, South Africa has the cheapest Big Mac. Cheapest Big Mac. After adjusting for GDP, let's see South Africa. This is South Africa, yeah. Cheapest. Is it the cheapest? I doubt. I see some cheapest. So definitely the second option is 2. So it is 2 statements. And we got it. Wow, we finished chapter 2 of this data visualization. So that's how you interpret charts, understanding data visualization. Higher dimension, the color and the shape. Well, we'll continue this tomorrow. We finished the chapter 1 or chapter 2. We are starting chapter 3 also. So live stream was for 30 minutes. Alright, so that will be all for this live stream. So if you found value in this video, please support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to support the channel. Also, do not forget to check out the freelance clients magnet course by my coach Benga DBE. Visit the link in the YouTube description, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 79. Yeah, day 79. Let's finish till day 100 and end the data analysis in SQL career track, so we can start the Power BI data analysis in data analysis Power BI data analysis career track also to figure it out. So I'll see you on the next video on the channel. You have a wonderful day. Bye.